Joe Haygood here, aka NCIS. Enjoying the last day of my vacation where I've been able to just stream like crazy and talk about E3. Now I know, a lot of you are going to want to make fun of me that I am playing NCIS of all things. We're probably going to see the last little bit of episode 2.
See what you can find out about this girl's brother-in-law.
Yep, you're going to have to see
Should
the
be
end
no
of episode
problem.
2 again,
We have his name and phone
episode
number.
3 play all the way through. So let's do this again real quick. Okay, it's like not there. Alright. Criminal record. Drop it. He's a terrorist. Track his car.
Boss, Nadir Sayaf is a known terrorist on the CIA watch list.
Then find him, McGee.
Nadir is heading out of the downtown corridor and toward the outskirts of the city.
Hey, Frosty.
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few seconds, game over.
Ah, he's getting away. That's it. Keep on him.
We are right on top of you now, and in just a few moments, you'll be caught.
Keep it up, McGee. McGee, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Come on, Proby. You can't lose him.
Ah.
Don't lose him. You're gonna catch him. Hey, Frosty. Attaboy.
Come on, just stay on this track just a little longer.
Keep it up, McGee.
There we go. Boy, that thing is frustrating.
Tell
Yep,
me,
he is all
he's at the
done with
airport.
his finals.
Oh,
He how did he do? He ended up with, I think, like either 2 or 3 D's, 2 or 3 C's, something else. No D's, no F's. So I'll take that. So I appreciate asking. Chilling. Thank you very much for asking that. And he's just happy to not have to worry about
Oh, don't make such a pouty face, Nadir. If you want, I can let you up and you can try to run again. I'll leave the handcuffs on, of course. This time, though, maybe you could run toward a muscle car. Then I could tackle you on the hood. That'd look pretty cool, as long as I don't pull another ligament.
You mock me!
As hard as I can.
You will not be laughing long. America is not safe. It will never be safe as long as there are people like me and my brothers in arms ready to stand up against the capitalist oppressors.
Blah, blah, blah. Tell it to the FBI. You're their problem now.
You shall see. We will rain fire on your heads.
I'll be sure to carry a fireproof umbrella. He's all yours. Guess the FBI owes us one.
The FBI doesn't ever owe anyone anything. The other two perps from the bank robbery are in our custody, and we're officially taking over all
No
aspects of
worries,
the case.
Dylan. I'll be here for a little while until I have to take him to the orthodontist.
You should have been there. That guy didn't even see it coming. I just swooped in and BAM! I tackled him. It was one for the history books.
So, are you going to tell us what crime the last one committed? The one that put you on crutches in Baltimore?
Indecent exposure. Good night.
All right.
What is it? What's going on?
It's the commanding officer, sir. He was found dead in his quarters.
Sounds like a case for NCIS. Good to see you're back chilling. I guess I should say you're only chilling savage. You never know how people feel about that stuff. You try to make it easy. Didn't I say at the end of that last episode that we played through, he starts on crutches. Then he's walking around to his computer and everything normally. Then at the end, back on crutches. Because they just reuse the same canned animations.
Thank you, I think. After 6 years, this may be the first time you have ever gotten us coffee. What are you up to? And why so many cups?
I've been closely studying the mysterious ways of the boss man this past week. I think the secret to his genius may be in the coffee, so I've decided to go toe-to-toe with Gibbs today. Just the two of us, mano a mano, in a coffee slurping showdown. And I'm stocking up for the challenge.
Thanks, DeNozo. Gibbs.
I wonder if he realizes that that much coffee isn't good for you.
Grab your gear.
Where are we going, boss?
Iraq.
You know, for all the goofiness of this show, you know, you could see that being a cool
What do we got?
job.
The victim is a
where it's
Caucasian
like, oh, yeah,
male, late
one day you're
40s,
here and the
Captain
next day
J.J.
you gotta go to
Husker.
Iraq or
Tell me you
Afghanistan.
got more than that, Ziva.
Not much,
Onto,
just that
you know,
until his
a
death, he was
ship
the commanding
somewhere.
officer at
And
the
same thing
base.
for the Air
McGee
Force.
is pulling the rest of his records now.
Look for signs of a
Coast
struggle.
Guard and Army.
Ziva, you check the office. Where's DeNozo?
He is outside. I do not think he feels well.
Too much coffee.
Lightweight.
Alright, so look for signs of a struggle.
Jethro, I need your assistance. We need to turn the victim on his side.
There we go. One of their famous moving puzzles. It's so difficult.
Ah, very interesting. Quite a unique tattoo. This is strange. This wound is quite large, but there is very little blood under the body.
Well,
Must be somewhere. I'll find it. How far can a pool of blood get?
let's see. I thought I would have to get another. see what we find. Signs of a struggle.
Wardrobe. Good place to hide
One of those
something.
classic moving puzzles.
Looks like the base of something larger.
Jim's taking his own pictures this time. He's not farming anything out. It's got to be outside. It can't be inside. Used to have a nan addiction of eating lemon pepper only. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I was reading that right.
Someone
I don't
clearly
have
dragged
any
something across the
allergies
floor.
like that per se,
And would you look at that?
but
Somebody's
I have a lot
blood.
of intestinal issues where I can't eat certain foods.
Something was dragged
There's a lot
across
of
here.
vegetables that cause me
And
discomfort
that looks
when
like
I eat.
blood.
I am very lactose intolerant.
Something behind the pallet.
There you go. Classic moving puzzle.
Looks like a broken chair. One leg missing.
I guess the captain had a rough
Okay.
night.
Oh, lactose intolerance. I hear you. I have a severe lactose intolerance issue as well. So it's funny. My son does too. And when I went to see the doctor, he explained to me that
Something over there. Gotta move this couch first. Get on the other end.
Yes, Gibbs.
he gotta, explain to me that 90% of the population is lactose intolerant, which I did not know. There you go. Classic moving puzzle. Press a button and pull to the left.
Looks like a broken chair leg.
I joke, but at least they're going a little more than some will at times. And come on, guys. We've all played something that we want to get just to load up on achievements.
Someone mopped this floor. Looks like someone tried to clean up some blood.
Ziva David, what do you have to say?
Ziva, you find something out there?
Nothing yet. I'm almost finished with the bookshelf, but I have not gotten to the desk yet.
I'll do it.
Oh, why isn't the flag standing up? Flagpole.
A broken flag stand.
Remember we saw the base of something in the closet.
That's all I needed.
Well, I'm supposed to look at a desk, but I can't see it.
Gotta get in there. I need to get a photo of these documents.
Apparently, Gibbs can crack safes too. Who knew?
Looks like fingerprints.
What am I missing? Okay. Oh, no, there's got to be blood in there.
Traces of blood. It was used to clean some kind of mess.
There we go. They do show up on the screen. If you want to say something that's going to take up the whole screen, that's fine. That's what it's there for. People aren't going to miss too much. It's NCIS. I'm only streaming this because I figure if I'm going to get the achievements, I might as well let people see it so they know how to get all 1,000 achievement points. Although, you can't miss any. Well, I mean, let's see, they're both owned by Capcom. They're both Capcom properties, so there is nothing that could stop the two from, well, I guess Bayonetta technically isn't a Capcom property, is it? It's a Platinum property. The first one was published by Capcom, but the second one was published by Nintendo. I'm still trying to find blood. I must have missed something. The question is, what did I miss? Huh. Ah, see, there is something there. I wasn't crazy.
Blood.
Is Dante Platinum, though? Did they do the development work on it? Because I thought that was just it was a Capcom property. Because like that DMC game that came out, that was Ninja Theory that did that one, if I'm correct. I could be wrong, but I seem to remember that being Ninja Theory. So that's why I said I don't think that Dante
That's all of it.
or Devil May Cry is necessarily a Platinum franchise as much as it is just Capcom.
You can look around, but I can't let you remove the captain's body.
This is a murder investigation, Commander. Gotta do an autopsy.
I'm sorry, Agent Gibbs, I really am, but orders are orders. I'm sure you understand.
Whose orders?
The acting CO, Commander Pramus.
Huh. Now, why would the CO not want us to move the body? Why would the CO not want us to move the body? That doesn't make any sense. What is the CO? As in, that could be so many things. Oh, the CO in the game. He's the commanding officer. Duh. So the acting CO, because the guy that's dead, he's the commanding officer of this forward base in Iraq. He was killed, so then it goes to second command, who's the acting commander, or the acting CO. So that guy that's in charge right now is saying, hey, you guys might want to take the body, but I'm not going to let you. Which, to me, makes him sound a little guilty. Oh, no. That's fine. Give me just a second, guys. You're going to hear me shout real quick at my son. Hey, that TV doesn't need to be that loud. That's when you know broadcasts are real. When people have to yell at their kids. I don't cover up the truth. Let's see. No. That's a decent possibility on that partial. Ah, see, so fingerprint on the documents that were in the safe belong to the acting CO right now. So he was in the safe, which isn't good.
You can try to hide from Abby Shudo, but all you can do is try. I've found nanoparticles on microbes living on needles inside haystacks. I can find you, and I will. Oh, yes, I will. Gibbs, there's only one set of prints on the folder you sent. They belong to Commander Pramus,
And
the
now we're
acting
going to
CO.
go to the one thing
All
that
right,
I honestly
let's do a
not
deduction
think
board.
I've ever
Over the
seen
phone?
on the show, which is
Yep.
deduction boards. They use the TVs a lot in there, so I assume that's just what they're doing here. Is they're basically substituting.
Let's
this
see what
in
we can
for
find.
The TV stuff. Let's see. Well, that's gonna go with that.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs?
Just what I thought.
So we have the mop cleaning up.
What does that mean, Abs?
Let's see, has the body been moved?
That's supposed to make sense, Abs?
Okay.
Okay, check this out.
Ooh.
Whoever murdered Captain Husker fought with him first. Then once he was dead, they tried to clean up the room.
Ducky's got to examine that body. Thanks,
Yeah,
Abs.
like any grown man could see that. I wouldn't need all the detective stuff to tell me that. You know, what you were saying earlier, though, Chilling Savage, is true. It would be interesting to see, too. Like I said, I just don't know. Number one, you know, Capcom, I don't know if they'd be willing to get in bed on that one again.
Dr. Sophia Marks.
You know, they obviously
I'm
didn't
Dr.
publish the
Mallard,
second
NCIS.
Hello, Dr. Mallard.
why it
I
will,
imagine
I
you're
think,
here about the
forever be
captain's
landlocked.
death.
Yes, indeed. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to assist you with the autopsy.
I'd be honored. Your reputation precedes you, but I'm afraid that's impossible.
Oh, I don't disagree.
The captain was involved in a classified mission, and I've been ordered not to let anyone near the body until
There is
he's been
nothing
cleared.
saying that can't
Oh
happen,
my.
that you can't
I
move,
suspect
you know,
Agent
bash
Gibbs
these
will
things
have
out.
something to say about that. I also suspect it won't be something nice.
I don't doubt it. Agent Gibbs has a
Saints Row,
reputation as well.
Right?
Yes,
Features the Ultra
I suppose he
Which
does.
is also featured in Red Faction.
When did you first
And
hear about the
now
CO's
it's
untimely
Mayhem.
demise?
The morning after it happened, I was in my quarters when I was
At
informed.
the time, all those games are made by the same company.
It appears as if the captain's body was moved.
Yes, it was.
Let's move on,
Oops,
shall
I
we?
screwed up because I wasn't paying attention. I need to pay attention here real quick.
When did you first hear about the CO's untimely demise?
The morning after it happened, I was in my quarters when I was informed.
And how was that?
Commander Pramus came to my quarters that morning and told me the news.
But yeah, I mean...
It appears as if the captain's body was
THQ Nordic
moved.
is
Yes, it
canceled by
was.
now. But they're
Anything
said
further
that
you
they're
can
not
add, my
necessarily
dear?
taking
Commander
all
Pramus
stuff
ordered Captain
out,
Husker's
which
body
would then
moved
have
as soon as he
two
learned what had
companies that
happened.
are using the same...
What can you tell me about the acting CO?
Commander Pramus? He's a good officer. He served his country honorably and admirably in this time of war.
I mean, like I
With
said,
all due
I would love
respect,
to
that
see
sounds
it. I
like a
think it's very
well-practiced
interesting.
answer from someone who doesn't want to say anything
As a
disparaging
single-player
about her
type game where you
XO.
switch between the two
The reality is
protagonists,
Commander
or if
Pramus
you
is
make
not
a
all that
co-op
well
game
liked
where
on
one
this
plays
base.
as Bayonetta, one
His
plays
methods
as
are, let's
Dante.
just say, not quite the same as Captain Husker's.
Am I to understand Commander Pramus is the cause of some tension here on base?
And my
Look, it's chaos here. Our boys are getting shot at every day. Outside the base, they never know where the enemy is going to be hiding, so they depend on their lives inside the base to be, well, static. They don't want there to be enemies inside the base as well.
Forgive me saying so, but it sounds as if you yourself don't trust Commander Pramus.
I never distrusted him before, but on the morning of
look at it
Captain
this way.
Husker's death, I saw
can show you
Commander
perfect
Pramus
proof
take
of
some
something
files
where
out of the open safe and
two
tuck them under his
completely
field
different,
jacket.
publishers
I don't know
are
what he
working
took,
together to put out a
but
game.
just from the way he was acting,
just saw it at
well,
E3.
that's not something a trustworthy man would do.
Nintendo is grouping up their Mario property with Ubisoft's Rabbids property and mashing them together. We've seen it with Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, so nothing's saying it couldn't happen.
Yes, I can certainly understand that. Well, I suspect you've had enough of my idle chatter.
Not at all. I'm glad to have had the opportunity to talk to you. I'm up for transfer to another base, and it could come through any day. I'm almost embarrassed to admit it, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen until later in the week so I could meet you.
You flatter me. Well, thank you for your time.
And back to McGee, who apparently didn't get to go to Iraq. I'm sure he's upset about that deeply.
McGee, I need you to run a background on the acting CO here.
Sure. What's his name?
Commander Benjamin Primus.
On it.
Well, you know what though? They're looking at it as leveraging their two brands. Everyone says that it's stupid, but I guarantee you it sells, and I bet you it sells better than most people think. It looks like a neat RPG. I can't say that I'm not at least interested in seeing what it's about. Let's see. Oh, he threw a punch at the CO. And besides, you're still going to get your Mario game this year, because you're going to have Super Mario Odyssey, which is, you know...
Interesting. Commander Primus was once disciplined for taking a swing at Captain Husker. Disciplinary records indicate that the two men were frequently at each other's throats. My guess is these guys didn't like each other much. Primus and Husker were at odds several times before.
Yeah,
you want me to do a deduction board?
You think, McGee? Yeah, I want you to do a deduction board.
Go to the deduction board.
Time to make some magic.
Time to make some of the magic. I'll show you how the pizza gets made.
That can't be right.
Oh yeah, duh. Alright.
It boils down to
this. It can't be right all the time, right? You know, you say that you don't want to play that, Chilling Savage, but I'm going to tell you something. You never know. It could be a good game.
Well,
I know
the
you
way
don't
I
like
see it,
to say it, but it could be a solid game. You never know.
interestingly.
Uh-huh. But do we buy that? That just seems too...
Gibbs, Commander Primus ordered Husker's quarters cleaned up after the body was found. And he's got motive. I think this is our guy.
Let's ask him.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you know, there's a lot of other stuff out there. If you're not interested in that, you'll find something that they have that you're interested in. Like I said,
Commander Benjamin Primus?
Yes.
Special Agent Gibbs, NCIS. Got a few questions.
I have a base to run, Agent Gibbs. Perhaps we could do this another time?
And I'm investigating a murder. We do this now.
Very well.
Did you take something from Captain Husker's safe the night of the murder?
No.
Nothing at all?
No. Nothing.
I was gonna say, that's gotta be it.
Dr. Marks saw you remove files from Captain Husker's safe. You calling her a liar?
Captain Husker has had a very high security clearance. He had sensitive files in his safe, ones that could have compromised the base and our mission here. I removed them before you arrived to avoid an unnecessary information leak. You can understand that along with the privilege to access classified information comes the responsibility to keep it safe at all costs.
What's your mission?
To educate and support the Iraqi police and defense forces in an ongoing effort to help stabilize their fledgling democracy.
Well, why
sound like a
wasn't the
press
army
release.
brought in for that?
That is our stated mission, Agent Gibbs. If you have a problem with it, take it up with the Pentagon.
Did you order Dr. Marks to move the captain's body?
No.
No.
I don't like what you're insinuating.
Dr. Marks says you ordered the body moved.
I did order the body moved, but I did not order the doctor to move it.
You trying to cover up a murder?
What kind of man do you think I am?
I don't know, what kind of man are you?
Just answer the question.
No. I did not murder the captain, and I did not try to cover it up.
Whoops.
You
Oh,
and
man, I gotta
Captain
redo this
Husker
whole
get
thing
along?
now 'cause I missed that
Professional,
horn.
respectful. I considered him my friend.
Usually throw punches at your friends, Commander Pramus?
I am a professional, Special Agent Gibbs. I follow my orders and accept the judgments of my superior officers. Captain Husker made me into the man I am today, and for that I am eternally grateful. I may have made some mistakes that I am not very proud of, but that does not change the fact that I respected and admired the captain.
Come again?
Dang it.
What's your mission?
That is our stated
You trying to cover up a murder? Why was...
I didn't want anyone to see him face down with his head smashed in. He deserved better than that.
But you
So I
disturbed
gave
a
him his
crime
dignity
scene.
back. I ordered a soldier to move the body and tidy up the room. He got a little overzealous, but this was not an attempt to hide anything.
You and Captain Husker get along?
I am Captain Husker I may have...
Where were you then? That it?
I was up late on a video conference call with Naval Command Operations in the U.S.
Okay.
All right, Commander Pramus. We're done here. Commander Pramus has an alibi. Need you to confirm if he's telling the truth. Get me more background on Captain Husker.
You can count on me, boss.
Let's see. All Tim does is just sit behind his computer, typecast as a computer geek. Yep, his alibi checks out. No way he could have done it. Code names. Birch and okay.
Well, boss, it looks like Commander Primus is telling the truth. But there's a watch commander, David Birch, there who shared service time with Husker. Maybe you can get something out of him.
Good work, McGee.
Well, I try. I'm using, let's see, what server am I linked into? I'm using this new service, Restream.io. And basically allows me to stream to Twitch and Mixer at the same time. So I stream to them and then they broadcast it out. The servers I'm working off of are in San
Commander
Jose.
Birch, got a minute?
So
I just got off duty. Anything I can do to help?
What can you tell me about the missions Captain Husker was leading?
Not a thing.
You were decorated for bravery, above and beyond the call of duty.
Well, I'm glad
it was on a mission Captain
it's
Husker
also
was
not
leading.
A graphically intensive
The details are classified. The operation is still ongoing.
Give me some help here, Birch.
Get a higher clearance and I'll tell you whatever
We're
you
not
want to know.
talking about...
We don't have time. You want me to get the guy who killed Captain Husker? You're going to have to give me more than that.
The Witcher 3 out.
What was the captain's last mission before he was killed?
We're talking
Across
about
the border
Ubisoft
into
making a very budget game.
Your
Oops,
tattoo.
Missed it.
It's the same as Captain
I'm
Husker's.
paying attention to the wrong screen.
What does it mean?
My bad.
We got them together.
Let's hear it.
Only 10 men in the Navy have it. Just the men in our unit. It means you're one of us. We had them done just before deploying across the border.
Yeah, I know.
Try once more.
That's what happens when you're not paying attention, though.
What can you tell me about...
The details are...
What was the... Iran. Why?
It's called Operation Arrow. We were ordered to cross the border and either confirm or deny reports of an Iranian nuclear weapons program. That's all I can tell you.
That's supposed to be in Iran.
Your tattoo.
Only 10? My pleasure.
Husker was in on
Alright,
deep
my man.
cover black ops, possibly
Have a good
involving
afternoon.
nuclear
I'm probably
material.
going to,
See what you can dig up on
Morphin Thompson's
Operation
about an
Arrow.
hour,
See what I can find.
15 minutes. I'll have to see if I can catch one of your streams here soon. But thanks for watching, Chilling Savage. Back to good old McGee. There we go. Birch. Gather information, infiltrate Iran. A database search is needed.
Looks like the captain requisitioned a Humvee several times a week. Now all I need are the GPS records and we'll know where he's been.
Me. Oh man, I missed that one. Dang it. I can't get myself. There. That was pretty embarrassing. Jesus, just got like 8,000 alerts right there. Yeah, I'm just checking something for my work. Oh, well, nothing's shown up for that, so... "36 trips to a specific location."
Hey, boss. It's hard to dig up much on Husker. Most of his records are sealed or classified.
You called to tell me you couldn't do your job?
No. Actually, I pulled his Humvee requisition records. He visits a location just outside a village not too far from the base.
And?
And there are no records of this location in any of his official reports.
I'll send someone to check it out.
This place looks like an abandoned warehouse.
From the look of things, I'd say nobody has been here for quite some time.
There's more than meets the eye
Funny
here.
thing is,
Husker wasn't coming out here so he could reflect and think.
thing.
He had to have a purpose.
They would have
Look
a
up there, a
huge
door.
issue.
We've got to find a way up there.
Ziva David having boots on the ground in Iraq, being that she is a Jewish national.
That other box is in the way. Help me move this, Ziva.
Where do you want it?
Towards you, Senorita.
Ready?
Okay.
Great. Now what?
Ziva, I need your help again.
Well, this is some sort of weird
push
puzzle.
Good job, Ziva. Let's move this box.
I am on it.
I'm on it.
Go.
Piece of cake. I can't move that box right now. Let's move this.
Be happy to. Pull.
All right.
Almost got it.
This isn't going to work.
Oh,
we need to move
damn
this
it,
somewhere
I didn't see
else.
the ladder up there. Son of a bitch.
Go.
I was thinking of moving it over to the dang forklift.
I need to get this box over there.
Ah, now I see.
Alright.
Can you reach the rope?
I'll lift you up.
Not again.
Do you have a better idea?
All right. But no funny business.
I'll be a complete gentleman.
Oh, she's all worried about, hey.
Bad now, was it?
Alright.
I think you were the one who got all of the enjoyment, Tony.
Let's get up that ladder. Let's see.
How do we get up there?
Maybe we could use those planks.
Time for a super difficult
Help me move this,
puzzle.
Ziva.
I do not understand what it is you want to do.
Huh, now we can reach the door.
Someone has gone to great lengths to make sure we do not get inside that door. We should do our very best to disappoint them.
That is what I thought. Careful. Tony! Take my hand. I will pull you up.
I thought it was a goner.
Well, now
Thanks.
they would have felt about me
How are we
letting
gonna get back?
special agent.
We can find a way.
Very special
It
agent.
is not so very
Vanessa
high.
Die.
Open sesame.
What's going on here? Freddy Krueger.
This place reminds me of a facility I would much rather forget.
Okay, we need to get pictures of everything. Ziva, bag and tag. Ducky, look for victims, or what's left of them.
I will check the other room.
All right.
There's a trap door here. Must lead to another room. This is padlocked. I'm gonna open
Now
it.
Tony knows how to deal. Lock. I like how Tony now all of a sudden knows how to do lockpicking.
Looks like it leads to a basement. Let's see what's inside.
Ugh. Well, before we get there, let's... Let's see. As I'm still falling asleep.
That's a car battery. Perfect. This looks like a torture chair. That.
Okay.
There seems to be minute blood trails around the chair and several of the walls. These could be indicative of forced injections. You might want to keep your eyes open for syringes or serum vials.
Sure, Ducky, I'm on it.
Looking for vials. Hold on a second, you're gonna hear me eat a couple of potato chips because I still haven't eaten lunch. If you don't like it, well, sorry. Tony, I'm trying to figure out how to open this door.
The door's locked. How do we get it open?
We need to find out what is on the other side of this door. Give me a hand getting it open.
Sure, Zeba. Oh, that is gross. There's snot all over the inside of this bag. I got it.
Let's go in the hole.
Let's go down.
Okay. Well, that's a bad start right there. There's a handcuffs.
I got it. Shackles. Piece of cake.
Man, lots of fingerprints.
Let's go back up.
Well, there's obviously something back there. Yeah, I don't like how this is slowly turning out.
How am I gonna get up there? How am I gonna get up there? How am I gonna get up there?
Move the fucking table.
That hole's too high to climb through. If only I could get up there.
These could be indicative of forced injections. You might want to keep your eyes open for syringes or serum vials.
Did you find a way to open this locked door?
This looks like a gallows.
This is creepy.
I should take a picture of that, but it's too far away. I can't get a photo of that from down here. Help me move this desk.
What do you hope to gain by moving this?
Trust me, Deckmeister. This seems like it's the right height.
I am no longer a young man. I don't think I could climb that far. You are going to have to do it.
That hole's too high to climb through. If only I could get up there.
Go ahead, Tony. Huh. I guess we'll...
These look like something out of a medieval torture chamber. I should look for more.
Tony, don't keep us in suspense. Please, let us in.
Tony, are you in there? Are you all right?
I'm coming.
Excuse me. Ugh.
And presto, the door is unlocked. A claw hammer.
There we go.
I got it. These look like torture instruments. A piece of cake.
Foot Locker.
I can see the rope clearly now. I should take a picture. Perfect. Hey, here's a safe.
I'm gonna crack it.
Time to crack this baby. Bingo.
Sodium pentothal?
A vial.
Always check the toilet.
The toilet tank. Good place to hide stuff.
Yes, it is.
The toilet tank. Good place to hide stuff. The toilet tank. Good place to hide stuff.
Man, he acts like it's
Almost got it. There's something in the toilet.
Seth, are you okay? What were you doing? Blowing your nose?
Here's another vial, though whatever was inside doesn't appear to be the same as in the others.
All right. Missing something.
A baseball bat? That's just gross. Boss, this place is straight out of a horror movie. Someone was torturing people here.
Maybe this will give us the leverage to examine Husker's body. Get back to the base.
Doing better today. I'm already on number 3.
Good for you. Duck, autopsy. You started?
Will they allow me to see the body yet?
Vance is pulling the strings right now. Go get ready.
All right, I'm on my way.
Wait, how many cups has he had?
I cannot say for certain, though I believe he has just finished number 4.
Yeah. I cannot drink that much coffee. Although I say that, knowing that at one point I would drink 7 to 8 cans of soda a day. I've now cut that down to about 2 to 3. And I apologize for my chip eating, but I was hungry.
What do you have to tell us today, young man? Dead men really do tell tales. You just have to know how to listen. You, my poor friend, were never really given a chance, were you? The victim has telltale signs of early-stage thyroid cancer, most likely caused by repeated exposure to radioactive material. It wasn't the cause of death, and I suspect the poor man didn't even know he had it. But whatever the commander was doing in his mysterious past, it most certainly had something to do with radioactive isotopes. But despite the evidence, it was not the blow to the head that killed the poor man.
Arrest.
His ultimate demise was cardiac arrest.
The tattoo.
This particular choice in body art is not something I have come across before. Of course, many sailors have some sort of tattoo on their bodies, and this one has elements that remind one of many other US naval-inspired self-branding marks. But it is entirely unique, at least to my eyes. The suspicious needle entrance on the man's back makes me think there is something we're missing. I'm going to send a sample of his blood to Abby for testing. Our captain obviously suffered massive head trauma. There are bruises and telltale wounds on...
All right.
his skull that suggest he was bludgeoned. The cancer we found is consistent with what you've told me about his mission history. But cardiac arrest, especially for a man of the captain's relatively young age and high level of fitness, is quite unusual. I've sent samples of his blood to Abby for testing.
Keep up the good work, Duck.
Let's see, so where are we going? Mass spectrometer. That doesn't match up. Well, I wasn't done yet. Oh, that probably goes over here. Damn it. No, I finally figured it out. That's the only thing that sucks. You can't put anything back.
The substance in Husker's blood is succinylcholine. In small doses, it is used to induce muscle relaxation. In larger doses, it can be lethal. It's Abby. I just finished the tests on Captain Husker's blood. I found high levels of a toxin known as succinylcholine. In much smaller doses, it's used as a muscle relaxer, commonly used to induce paralysis for tracheal surgery.
All right, let's do another deduction board.
Let's see what we can find.
Why don't you explain it to me, Abs? English, Abs.
I deserve a cupcake for that.
All right.
Husker's cause of death was definitely poison, not blunt force trauma or cardiac arrest. This was premeditated, cold-blooded murder.
Now we just need to know why.
I'm way ahead of you. Working on the evidence you sent me now.
All those fingerprints.
Gotcha, you little bugger.
Alright, match up the prints. We got a partial there, it looks like. That's a straight. That one's definitely not it. That's our guy.
The fingerprints on these instruments belong to Captain Husker. Captain Husker was into something more than a little bondage. He was into full-on torture.
Okay. Maybe his men punished him for torturing people?
The substance in this file is sodium pentothal, truth serum.
More fingerprints. You can just let me do all the fingerprints at once.
Fingerprints can tell a lot of stories. These are going to tell us who our killer is.
Of course, they don't question, like, here's a thought. All these had to come from Iraq. Why are you lifting physical prints? You wouldn't have had to have listed things, you know, prints. Might be right. There you go.
Why would Dr. Marks be at the torture facility?
Uh-oh. Are we gonna find out that the doctor did it? Maybe they asked her to keep somebody alive.
The substance in this vial is succinylcholine.
The poison that was in Captain Husker's blood.
Why does it not surprise me to find traces of a rare poison twice in one day?
Interesting.
Gibbs, I found the same rare poison that killed Captain Husker in one of the vials from the torture facility. Those two are a long way apart. How did it get to both places?
Deduction board. Go do it.
Let's see what we can find.
What does that mean, Abs? What are you thinking, Abs?
Alright.
What does that mean, Abs? What are you thinking, Abs? Why do you think that, Abs?
I deserve a cupcake for that.
Alright.
So now it's clear. Husker was torturing people for information, and Dr. Marks was somehow involved. Then something went wrong between the two of them, and she poisoned him. Worried she'd get caught, she tried to frame the acting CO, Commander Primus.
Probably long gone by now. McGee, need to find the doctor. I'm already on it.
McGee? How long have you been on the line?
I'm always on the line.
Okay. So let me guess. She's cruising across the wastelands of Iraq in probably in a Humvee that we have a GPS device on. Why do they all have to end this way?
Target is proceeding on course. Copy that.
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few seconds, game over.
We've lost visual. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is proceeding on course. Target heading 09er, Bravo 9er. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target heading 09er, Bravo 9er. Target acquisition.
Oh, she's so gonna get away.
Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual.
You might be fast, but my satellite goes 7.56 kilometers per second.
Satellite just
Try to outrun that.
Target on course to be intercepted. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target heading 09er, Bravo 9er. We've lost visual. Base, this is Delta Echo 7. Target is proceeding on course. Target is escaping. Target heading 09er, Bravo 9er.
keeps moving, like...
Target is escaping. Target is proceeding on course. Target on course to be intercepted. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. We've lost...
Oh. Damn it.
Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual.
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few seconds, game over.
Assistance requested. Target on course to be intercepted. Target is escaping. Target is proceeding on course.
You might be fast, but my satellite goes 7.56 kilometers per second. Try to outrun that.
Target is proceeding on course. Assistance requested. Target on course to be intercepted. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is escaping. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. We've lost visual. Target is escaping. Target is proceeding on course. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. We've lost visual. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target on course to be intercepted. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is proceeding on course. Target is escaping. Target is proceeding on course. Target on course to be intercepted.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual.
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few seconds, game over.
Target on course to be intercepted. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er.
We are right on top of you now, and in just a few moments, you'll be caught.
We have a visual. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Base, this is Delta Echo 7. Requested. Target on course to be intercepted. Target is proceeding on course. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target on course to be intercepted. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Course correction required. Base, this is Delta Echo 7. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Target is escaping. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target on course to be intercepted. Target is proceeding on course. Base, this is Delta Echo 7. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target on course to be intercepted.
No.
Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is proceeding on course. Target headed east. Heading
Damn it.
Bravo 9.
I can't keep up with this. This is gonna frustrate me if I can't finish this game because of this stupid puzzle.
Target is proceeding on course. Target
You might be fast, but my satellite goes 7.56 kilometers per
doesn't
second.
mean anything.
Try to outrun that.
Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target heading east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Copy that. Target is
We're right on top of you now, and in just a few moments you'll be caught.
Target heading east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Target is proceeding on course. Target heading east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Target on course to be intercepted. Target heading east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Target is proceeding on course. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Target on course to be intercepted. Target is escaping.
Damn it.
We've lost visual. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Course correction required. Target is proceeding on course. Target on course to be intercepted. We've lost visual. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Copy that.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh.
Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er.
You might be fast, but my satellite goes 7.56 kilometers per second. Try to outrun that.
Target is outbound. We have a visual. Requested. Target is proceeding on course.
I've never missed before, and I don't plan to start now. I hope you've enjoyed your joyride.
Target on course to be intercepted. Target is proceeding on course. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Target acquisition in jeopardy. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is proceeding on course. Copy that. Target is outbound.
No.
We have a visual. Target heading east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target headed east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target on course to be intercepted. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target is proceeding on course. Copy that. Target is outbound. We have a visual. Target heading east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er. Target is escaping. Target heading east. Heading 09er Bravo 9er.
Oh my god.
Outbound. We have a visual.
My goodness.
We got her, boss. The base guards are
That
bringing
part
her to
is
you.
adding like an extra 15 to 20 minutes to my game just because of how painful it is. Oh man. Oh god, I hope I don't have to do that again.
Welcome back, Doctor.
I'm not telling you anything.
We know what you were doing out there, in that blood-stained concrete torture box.
You don't know anything.
As doctors, we took an oath to protect human life and limit suffering. I understand that sometimes those two goals conflict with each other.
You have no idea what you're talking about. This is a war zone, Dr. Mallard, not some comfortable morgue in Washington, D.C. Things work differently here.
I have spent more than my fair share of time in a war zone, Dr. Marks. And I once watched a man tortured to the brink of death repeatedly. It was my job to keep him alive so that his tormentor could extend his suffering. I refused and instead ended his suffering and his life. Much as I suspect you did for the victims out at that dreadful facility.
You have your facts wrong.
Well, then what are they?
Why don't you correct me then?
I am a doctor. I save lives and end suffering. End of story.
You were torturing people at that warehouse.
No, never.
That's not good enough.
I would never intentionally inflict suffering on another human being. I'm not a torturer, Agent Gibbs.
Wrong. How is that wrong? What else do I have? I don't understand. I'll try that.
Saw the inside of your warehouse. We know what you and Husker were doing out there.
He ordered me. He made me inject them with sodium pentothal so they wouldn't resist his questions. Then he ordered me to nurse them back to health, just as Dr. Mallard described from his own experiences. He wanted to extend their pain. But I never tortured anyone. It was always Captain Husker. I did as I was ordered. I eased their pain, reduced their suffering as best I could.
Who were these people?
Iraqi civilians, mostly.
Need something more specific.
They were all Iraqi civilians. People he picked up off the street who he suspected as having ties to terrorists.
So you killed them?
I tried to help them.
Help them?
I didn't kill them. I did as I was ordered. I eased their pain, reduced their suffering as best I could.
Now it should make sense.
We also found the succinylcholine.
No, it's not something... he was inflicting terrible, unspeakable things. I couldn't let him keep doing that. Not to anyone. So I injected the succinylcholine instead of the sodium pentothal.
But he found out.
Yeah, he did.
So you killed him too?
Yes, he found out, but no, I didn't kill him.
Huh. Cause of death, right?
Your autopsy proved that the commander was killed by a lethal injection of succinylcholine. You injected him. As he was dying, you hit him over the head to finish him off.
It wasn't like that. When he found out, he threatened me. Asked me if I wanted to trade places with one of the victims. I was scared. He came at me. I already had a syringe, so I injected him, but he was strong. He fought back.
What's the matter, Tony?
Oh, caffeine crash. I don't know how the Gibbs man does it, but if coffee is his secret weapon, count me out. I mean, I like coffee as much as the next guy, but Gibbs is inhuman.
How much did you lose by?
It doesn't matter how many more he drank than me, okay?
A lot. A whole lot.
Like you're one to talk. You don't even drink real coffee, just that little soft drink. I'd like to see you try to switch to a real man's brew. then we'll see who's laughing.
You know, Tony, there's actually more caffeine in Caf-Pow per ounce than in your typical cup of coffee. In fact, even with the latest coffee brewing technology, there is no way, either physical or chemical, to squeeze that much caffeine out of a coffee bean.
You'd have to artificially add caffeine to reach the same levels, and that's not even counting the ginseng, vitamin B, and other stimulants in Caf-Pow.
Very nice, McGee.
So what are you saying?
They're saying you're the only one who can't hang with the boss.
Ding ding ding. Alright. So this time we'll let this
3 fingers
play
scotch,
out.
1 cube of ice. My friend is gonna stick with his soda. And I don't blame you. Looks like a nasty bruise on your arm.
Robert Wagner.
Put away one too many last night and take a spill.
Astute as always, Mr. Benozzo.
To the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
And the reason I'm letting it play out is because last time I didn't, and then I ended up having to play the end, and I do not want to play that part again. Where I have to track down the vehicle.
Must be
I
my
don't want to do
breakfast.
that again.
Mr. Donoso, you are under arrest.
If you haven't watched the show, I'd say at least give it a breeze through and handle some cast changes, because man, they go through some cast members here and there, so be forewarned about that. I will say that McGee's been there, I think, since, well, he was supporting cast, I think, the first 2 seasons. Ducky's been there since season 1. Gutto's been there since season 1. Denozo was there through 13 seasons, but he wasn't in this last season.
Yeah?
Kate, who you don't see, was only there for 2 seasons. The female director before Vance. What's funny is I think we've only seen him like once. Ziva was only there from season 3
What's
to
up,
10.
boss?
Dr. Marks was found dead this morning. Strangled.
Oh, speaking of, I just sat there and said we hadn't seen Vance, and cat dragged in. He was the last case that we did.
Thought I didn't have access.
It's need to know. And now you need to know.
So let's hear it.
Naval intelligence was running a sting operation in Iran, posing as weapons dealers. A Black Ops team made contact with a terrorist cell just outside of Ramadan. Their mission was to identify the leadership and eradicate the entire cell.
Let me guess. They screwed up.
In so many words, yes.
How?
Things didn't go as planned. Before they could track and eliminate the terrorists, the officer in charge of the op was killed.
The CO was murdered, so the op failed.
Exactly.
There's something else. What?
This morning, 2 deep-cover Navy SEALs were found murdered in their Dubai hotel room. SecNav has requested our help in investigating their murders and securing their assets.
And the SEALs are related to the sting?
That is what we believe.
How?
That's what I want you to find out.
Anything else?
Anthony Denozo Sr. was arrested this morning. In Dubai.
My father?
What's the charge?
I don't know. It's out of our jurisdiction. And Dubai hasn't been as agreeable sharing information lately, considering what's been going on in the Middle East.
Denozo, David, grab your gear. They're going to Dubai. Denozo, SEALs first. Then your father.
Understood.
Okay. So that could have gone better. Okay.
Ducky, you're on body detail. Ziva, check for signs of a struggle. SEALs often use high-security laptops. If they had one, we need to find it.
that's enough of that today.